You've probably seen the bright blue serums popping up all over social media. Copper peptides are everywhere right now. But what actually are they? What do they do for the skin? And is all the hype legit, or is this just another skincare fad? Today, I'm going to give the truth about copper peptides. No fluff and no filler. We're going to talk about what they are, how they work, why they're blue, yes, blue, and how they actually compare to other active ingredients in skincare. And I'm also going to share why I actually created my own copper peptide serum, especially for people with acne, skin sensitivity issues, and skin barrier issues. Hey guys, if you're new here, I'm Elizabeth Steffen, licensed esthetician, skincare formulator, and founder of Vanilla Sugar Face and Body and Elizabeth Steffen Skincare. I've been helping people transform their skin for over 20 years. And I love teaching people how to cut through the noise and make smart choices about what they put on their face. This podcast is all about honest skincare education, a little science, and a whole lot of love about healthy, glowing skin. What exactly is a peptide? And why does adding copper to one make it so special? All right, so let's start with the basics here. Peptides are short chains of amino acids. Think of them as little messengers for your skin that tell them to do something, like produce more collagen, repair barrier damage, or even calm inflammation in the skin. Your body actually naturally makes peptides, but as we age or experience skin stressors, like if you suffer from acne or you're out in the sun a lot or have used harsh products, that peptide production actually starts slowing down. And that's where peptide serums come in. By applying peptides topically, we're actually reminding the skin on how to function at its absolute best. Now, there are different kinds of peptides out there. Some signal the skin to make more collagen. Some help to relax facial muscles and soften wrinkles, like neurotoxins. Others improve hydration, smooths out the texture a little bit, and even helps with wound healing. But copper peptides? They are in a league of their own. So what happens when you take a powerful peptide and bind it with copper? Magic! Okay, science, but it feels like magic. Copper is a trace mineral that plays a big role in wound healing, tissue repair, and reducing inflammation. And when you bind it to a peptide, like the well-known GHK peptide, it creates what we call GHK-Cu, or copper tripeptide 1. That's the superstar. It's blue, it's potent, and it's actually been studied for decades. Copper peptides are known for accelerating healing, stimulating collagen and elastin, reducing redness and irritation, including people with eczema, strengthening the skin barrier, improving firmness and elasticity, and supporting skin regeneration after acne or inflammation. Honestly, it's one of the most well-rounded ingredients that I've ever worked with. It helps calm, restore, age-defy without being aggressive or sensitizing on the skin. Now, here's where it gets personal for me. In my treatment room, I see so many different skin conditions. I wanted to create a serum that was powerful enough to help with my clients with acne as well as sensitive skin, but powerful enough to support barrier repair and aging concerns. I already have a vitamin C serum that I use for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation caused by inflamed acne or just hyperpigmentation in general. And it's also amazing for anti-aging, but all my acne clients can't actually use it because it's got vitamin E in it. Vitamin E is an oil-based product, and people with non-inflamed acne are historically known to be very reactive to any ingredients with oil in it. So I needed a non-oil-based product that was extremely calming on the skin that can actually replace vitamin C, help reduce inflammation, and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And copper peptide turns out to be the perfect solution. It calms redness, it strengthens the skin, helps reduce fine lines. It just makes the skin look healthier, brighter, and more even-toned the more you use it. And yes, it's actually really blue. So when you see a blue copper peptide serum, it should not have dye in it. It is naturally blue from the copper peptide itself. It's the real deal, and you'll know it the moment you put it on your skin. Now, there's some things that you should know before you actually use it. But like anything else in skincare, there are a few things that you need to be aware of before diving into copper peptides. When to use them, what not to layer with them, and how long they really take to show results. So let's talk about how to actually use copper peptides in your skincare, because this is where people really get tripped up. First, you want to use copper peptides on clean, dry skin. So this means usually right after you cleanse, but before you actually use any moisturizers or oils on your skin. You want them to go on first because they're so powerful and you want your skin to actually absorb them at their maximum potency. If your serum is water-based, like mine is, they should just absorb into your skin beautifully. Then you can start layering other products on top. So when do you use it? You can use copper peptides once or twice a day. You can use them morning or night. I really recommend using it about once a day because if you're still using other active ingredients, you want to generally use them on opposite times of the day. And of course, you always want to see how your skin responds. Most people do tolerate peptides pretty well. Now, this is where I get to put my esthetician hat on because this part truly matters. There are a few ingredients that you don't want to layer with your copper peptides, at least at the same time. Vitamin C is the first one, especially at a low pH. Strong alpha or beta hydroxy acids, things like glycolic, lactic, or salicylic acid can actually break down the copper peptide itself and can actually cause a little bit of an irritation in the skin. And the last one, retinoids. You don't want to layer anything that's going to be really exfoliating your skin, including retinol, retin A, and that will have an effect once again in breaking down that copper peptide. Basically, you want to keep your skincare routine balanced. If you're applying multiple layers of active ingredients, just use them at different times of the day. For example, I like to use my vitamin C in the morning, and then I put my sunscreen on top, and then I'll use my copper peptide at night. If you're a retinol lover, keep using your retinol at night because it can be a little sensitive to the sun, and then you can use your copper peptide in the morning. So when will you start seeing results? Okay, let's talk about a timeline here. Copper peptides are not overnight miracle workers. You'll generally start feeling your skin calmer and a little bit more softened within the first week. But the real magic is going to start in about 4 to 6 weeks, especially for things like firmness, tightness, and brightness. Now, I have tested my copper peptide serum, not others, with some of my customers, and I have seen absolutely the most amazing results. I have seen complete reduction of eye eczema from red, irritated, scaly skin to completely gone in about 2 weeks. I have seen somebody with extreme dryness and skin sensitivity issues having results within about 7 days. The possibilities that can actually happen for your skin is going to really vary different from somebody with a different skin condition. But ultimately, that 4 to 6 week mark is where you're going to see the most results or the real start of the results. You can actually see results way beyond that. I have personally been using peptides for years. I'm 48 years old at the time of this recording, and my skin still stays strong. I can still feel the collagen building in my skin, and I absolutely trust that peptides are a huge part of keeping my skin strong and healthy and glowing all these years. So here's the truth about copper peptides. They're powerful, they're gentle, and they're backed by science. It's one of those rare ingredients that actually supports acne-prone skin and aging skin. And when formulated correctly, they can transform the way your skin feels and functions without irritation and without any skin drama. I made this serum because I really needed it for my treatment room and for the clients that I saw, and now it's available to you. I know, a soft plug there, but if you're interested in picking it up, you can get it on my website, elizabethsteffen.com, and I do have a special code in the show notes where you can get 50% off your first bottle. If you really enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you shared it with somebody that you love and care about. Give me a good rating or even a thumbs up. It helps so much. You can learn more about my copper peptide and my other acne-safe ingredients on my website at elizabethsteffen.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next video.